is to get really, really good at the standard algorithm. And so we're going to review starting off with one digit, multiplying by one digit, and then we're going to multiply by two digits in this video. So all using the standard algorithm. So let's start off very small, and let's start off with something like 35 times 3. Okay. So in order to do this, we are going to take the 3 and multiply it through each digit on the top row. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 5, and then I'm going to multiply 3 times 3. All right, so, and we're just going to look at it as digits. So 3 times 5 is 15, and I'm going to put my 5 and carry my 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So I now have 105. Since I didn't have any more numbers to carry to, I was able to just drop that straight down. And that's how I got those two digits in that spot. All right, if I want to do something like, let's say, 154 times 4, once again, I would take that 4 through every digit on the top row. So I take that 4 and I'm going to multiply it first, 4 times 4. And if you don't know your multiplication facts, come over here and you could do like a little skip counting list if you want. 4, 8, you could do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And so you could make yourself a little list on the side if that helps. All right, so 4 times 4 is 16. We put our 6 and we're going to carry that 1 to the next column. Now I'm going to multiply the 4 times 5. And 4 times 5 is 20. Plus that 1 we carried, so 21. Bring that 2 right up. And then again, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. And we're done. Easy. And we can keep adding more and more digits, and you're still going to do it the same way. The problem comes, or people start making mistakes, is when we have that second digit added in. So let me switch colors and let me show you what I mean by that. So if we come down here and let's say I have 58 times 32. All right, so what we're essentially doing is we are going to first take the 2 and multiply it by the 8 and the 5. And then we're going to slide over to the 30 and multiply that by the 8 and the 5. So one way we can do this is we can organize it all in one problem. All right, so let me switch to the 2 right here. So we'll do the 2 in red. Okay, so 2 times 8 is 16. So I'm going to put my 6 and I'm going to carry that 1 right there. Now I'm going to bring that 2 again up to so we've already done that one. Now I'm going to bring it diagonal to the 5. So 2 times 5 is 10, plus this 1 that I carried, 11. And then a lot of people like to just kind of mark that out and then mark out that carry, so that way you don't get it confused with anything else. Let me change colors here for us a little bit. Let's go to blue this time. Now when we slide over to the 3, we have to put that 0 placeholder down there at the bottom because we're really essentially multiplying by 30 and not just the number 3. Okay, so I'm going to take the 3 through everything on the top row. I'm going to take the 3 times 8 and then 3 times 5. So 3 times 8 is 24. So I'm going to put my 4, carry my 2. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2, 16, 17. Now, I got to get a total, right? So in order to get a total, I have to add them up, right? So we're going to add those up. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 1 is 5. 7 plus 1 is 8. And 1 plus nothing is 1. Starting at the back, 1, 2, 3, and comma. So our answer is 1,856. Sometimes people get confused with this second line and putting that second line down there. So if you're doing the standard algorithm, you got to have each problem. You got to, because you're multiplying by every digit. So in this case, I'm multiplying by the 30 and the 2. Some people like to break this up into separate problems because it makes their brain able to handle it a little bit easier. And if that's you, feel free to do that. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to keep this problem right here because I'm going to do the exact same problem. So when I'm writing 58 times 32, instead of putting it all in one problem, some people like to break this up into 58 times 2, because that 2 is right there. And then some people like to break it up into 58 times 3. And by writing it separate, it just helps it keep it a little bit easier for some people because they don't have as many numbers in the same lines there. So let's try this. So 58 times 2. So 2 times 8 is 16. Carry my 1. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. Over here we have a 0, so we're just going to cross that out and drop it right there. Now 3 times 8 is 24, so I'm going to put 4. Carry my 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. And if you notice, these are the exact same things that we got over here. Now we still have to get a total, so we have to add those up. So 116 plus 1,740. And again, we're back exactly where we left off. So 6, 5, 8, and 1. The only benefit is, again, to doing it this way where you're breaking it up into separate problems is that it's a little bit easier for some people to manage than by putting it all in a line. But again, that's totally up to you. All right, let's try this one on your own. So let me erase this real quick. And you guys can pause the video and work ahead of me and see if you can figure this out. Okay. All right, so here is our problem. Let's do 134 times 25. Okay, I'm going to pause right here and let you come up with an answer. All right, so if we're back, that means you have already got an answer or you got lost and you need to come back to see if you can figure out where you went wrong at. All right, so let's do it traditional way first. And we're going to take the 5 through every single number on the top row. So 5 times 4 is 20. Put my 0, carry my 2. 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17. Carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. I'm done with that. Sweet. And I'm done with those, so I don't have to worry about those again. Now I'm going to switch to colors because I'm going to go with the 2 now. Now, but it's not just any 2. It's actually because if that 2 is in the tens place, we're multiplying by 20. All right, so I'm going to put that 0 placeholder there to show that we are moving over into the tens place now to start. And once again, I'm going to take the 2 through every digit on the top row. So first time, 2 times 4, that would be 8. 2 times 3 would be 6. And then 2 times 1 would be 2. What do we do next? Add. You're right. So let's add these up. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry my 1. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry my 1. And 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3, comma. If you broke it up, that's perfectly fine. You could have broke it up into 100. So the problem was 134 times 25. All right, you could have broke it up into separate problems. You could have said 134 times 5 because that's the ones place digit. And then you could have broke it up into 134 times 20. And then once you got those totals, you could have added them together and you would have still came up with that right there. Okay, so hopefully this helps as a quick review of what you've done in the past. And yeah, good job. All right, see you soon.